kind of go with that route. Maybe the women had it figured out all along.
Well, that's usually the case.
Yes, it is.
Point.
Tough start, tough luck on that last point for Jack Sock.
Three zero.
Wow. That is point.
My goodness, a rope.
Yeah, just on the inside of the line from Christian Alshon. And what I meant with that previous statement is the women have often stayed back and waited for the right ball when to come forward. And now we are seeing a lot of the fellas try that same strategy.
And Alshon is rolling. They've played twice, Adam. They've split the first two, but they haven't played since May 16th of last year. And in pickleball time, that's an eternity.
5-0.
I mean, Jack has not served yet.
No, he has not. And it is, we are past the halfway point of game one for Christian Alshon. 6-0.
Point.
You only get one timeout per game, but maybe now.
Yeah.
I mean,
might be a good time.
Take the ball out of play, just change something.
Yeah.
He's having a little.
Not correct.
I mean, if I'm Alshon, I'm like, heck no.
No,
I've won 7 in a row. He has to agree. Alshon's like, that thing is spinning like a top. It's perfect. But he does agree. Okay. I mean, you would have to get the jaws of life to get that out of my hand if I was up 7-0 and you haven't served.
Well, if it's your choice,
exactly.
It ain't going to happen.
No. And little psychological things, man. So Sock finally gets the ball just to get a serve here. What a start for Alshon.
0-7.
Just feathery inside out. We saw him use that very effectively against Martinez Vic earlier.
Yes, we did. Yeah, I love some of the paces that Sock. I mean, everyone knows he can blister the ball, but he can also take a little off when he needs to. And you could, I mean, Christian wasn't even sure he made that ball.
Yes.
And that shows what the wind is doing to it. That ball is at least a foot inside on the return, and both players weren't sure if it was going to land.
7-1.
We'll just say if Sock is not going to hit a backhand return on that serve, he's just not going to hit a backhand return in general.
Because that hit the outside of the outside of the outside of the line over there, and he still found the forehand. Ooh, went body there, and nice dodge. And again, Alshon thought he missed the return, but he is into the win, so he's played it perfect twice in a row.
Yeah, just let it rip. I've seen a couple different swings from Jack Sock with the wind at his back, and if you're Christian Alshon, just hit through. You have full comfort to let it fly.
One of those pesky short returns.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, it is difficult. Short and low. It's hard to drive the ball when your opponent hits it short and low.
Another one flies deep, and Jack does not have it dialed back in yet.
7-1. Point.
And Christian just continue on that left side of the court to put it in the left corner over there of Jack Sock. If he wants to run around and hit a forehand, fine, but that's a big chunk of open court for Christian Alshon on the next shot. And I know that Sock was warming up, but he likes to do a lot of different things in warm-up, but that was just a flat-out one-handed backhand.
After confusion on whether the serve was in and whether his return would stay in. So this is one-way traffic here. And, you know, the greatest showman still gets the time in the spotlight here. Yeah. That was quite the ATP. Very cash over there.
Yeah, so probably not going to capture this game one, but get on the highlight reel.
1-9. Side out.
Now misses the serve wide. So, I mean, this is a guy that was on point. I mean, Gabe Joseph is a terrific singles player, and he just got tap danced on earlier by Jack. Oh, it's what is happening? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Two of those were lovely.
Two out of three. 2 out of 3. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you don't know if you see him warming up if he's doing that for show or he's doing that. That seems to be a point of emphasis. One-handed backhands from the back of the court.
I mean, that was his tennis backhand, but he didn't like to hit a lot of those either.
Ooh, that's a nice leave with the wind in the face of Christian Alshon. Not easy for Jack Sock.
But the deficit is 9.
We've had some clean swings, and we have had some awkward swings from these two in game one.
Game point.
Yeah, this is like a weekend golfer in the range just taking hacks at it here. That's pretty right there. So Alshon in complete command, 11-1. So let's see if side is the issue here, because this is a one-sided affair to say the least. Does Sock have an answer? We'll see after this. This is the Proton Tucson Open, and which is often not the side that a singles player prefers. But today, that might be the case, because you can let it go.
Yeah, and I think with the ability of these two players that they clearly have the power to hit through the wind, I think against the wind is preferred, even though I agree most people would like to play with the wind in singles.
Oh, he had a look at the one-handed backhand down the line. Also threw in an lob.
Yeah, let's go with that.
That's the official descriptor.
And that is just great deception. I mean, Jack Sock clearly thought that Christian Alshon was going to go inside out. Nice whip through the zone. Good deception from Christian Alshon.
1-1. Point.
Well, Jack Sock finally hit a backhand return, and it wasn't a particularly good one.
No. And Alshon preyed on that, so everything flowing for Christian here.
2-1.
Wow. Other thing about Alshon is I talked to Lee Waters, his coach, who's perched up in his box here. A lot of off-court stuff. You can see this is a kid that looks like he has hit the gym, and that can only help with his singles.
Well, yeah, hard work and genetics. He looked like he went to the gym even before he was going to the gym. So, but I agree completely, you know, especially with some of that health issue for him. Put in that work off the court. It'll pay dividends.
Oh. Well, the way today's going, I'm stunned that didn't roll over for Alshon. So another great start, up 3.
Yeah, Sock looking to the last few to return to the middle of the court. Mixed results with that, but let's see if that continues. Of course, serving right now.
Adam, he's been watching you.
Yeah.
Short hop return.
That's right. I'm not sure that's the way any of these pros should be doing is watching me, but sometimes you're forced into it. Pretty good one. Couldn't come up with the next volley. Nice cross-court forehand from Jack Sock.
Point.
Nice, and Jack Sock really attacked that last ball forehand up the line and staring a hole through the court.
I mean, I know this guy slides so much on his shoes that I don't know what that was there.
Yeah, maybe a piece of rubber came off, but some form of momentum from Jack Sock right now, and that's exactly what he needed. He's sticking with the 1-E.
Yeah.
And, I mean, plenty of athleticism and court coverage to not go to the backhand when he doesn't have to. But he's had to hit a few, and again, mixed results with that shot. The first one seems to be good, and then it kind of goes downhill during the point after that.
Misses the return, so gives it right back.
Five, 3. Point.
Definitely not going to get to be a member of 2E Nation with that, but got away with it.
Yeah, as Jack Sock, you have to make him pay for that very poor approach shot. Christian Alshon with a complete mishit, but as you said, gets away with it. Yeah, Jack is not reading the inside end from Christian Alshon, and that is one of those things. I always talk about that whip through the zone.
Yeah.
Some players have it, some players don't. It can affect your consistency, but if it doesn't do that, you get the deception that you need.
Pretty from Jack Sock there, hitting it where it came from, so gets the ball, but he has got to Gio right now or he's going to be out of here.
Three, 7. Tied out.
And straight to jail on the Monopoly board there. Do not Plasko at all. Just missed it into the wind, too.
Tied out.
Yeah, better first step after the split step from Jack Sock on that cross-court forehand from Alshon. Didn't hit it perfectly, but it did catch the line and ball back over to him.
3-7. Tied out.
Yeah, I love attacking the ball. That's one of the rare situations where I think Jack Sock should have let that ball bounce. His good movement worked against him there.
Seven, 3. Point.
Man, just couldn't find the return there at all, and there's been a few of those here, and Alshon is trying to just park this with another commanding performance, and that's all he's had here.
Point.
And no timeout seems to be forthcoming here, Adam.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, not now. We're not going to see one.
No.
9-3. Tied out.
Yeah, I mean, and I think Jack Sock was fooled again
on
that last shot from Alshon, several feet long. So Alshon unable to keep it in, but that is, man, it's just been a great shot for him throughout.
Yeah, he was at an extra spectator to the count there because that's what Sock was to that one. He serves a beauty. Man, just cannot find anything here.
Yeah, I think actually the short hop return from Alshon was pretty good after that awesome serve. So I think that the shot selection was right from Jack Sock. Just have to make it.
9-3. Tied out.
Just deep after the one-handed backhand return up the line.
Short and low on the return, whether it's a miss hit or not.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, do it every time, guys and gals.
Side out.
And just cannot find it here. He's been staring at the paddle quite a bit here.
Yeah, and I mean, that inside out from Sock, whether pace or soft, is so important for him because his cross court and his inside in forehand is so good.
9-3.
If he's not making the inside out, that just makes it easier for his opponents to read.
Point.
He definitely would not normally hit those two as backhands, but that's where we're at. Match point and a trip to Championship Sunday on the paddle of Christian Alshon.
10-3.
And a beautiful passing shot sends him to Sunday. And folks, this cat is on a rampage. Every scoreline looks like the one we